So let's get a beautiful image of this sponge.
Yeah, good luck looking at this transect footage, Devin. Do you want lasers off for a little while?
Yeah, you got size on it, right?
Yeah,
So
you took a picture, right?
I've got lots of pictures, yep.
Okay, zoom in and admire it. Does anybody know? It doesn't look like a saccocalyx or a heterocony or any of the exactly the ones I know. Although from the top it might.
Do you think something's living inside? Oh, an
Probably.
associate?
Nope,
Whole housing community in there.
Is that a little brittle star?
It's remarkably clean.
You want to zoom in now?
Sponges get all the animal life after they die. Yes, that is. Nobody in. See anybody inside?
Yes.
Yeah,
cleaner
some
shrimp.
fish.
Zoom in
There's
some
Oh,
more?
it's a fish. Look at you in there.
What a nice home.
It is a nice home.
Maybe Tom can tell us which fish this is.
And that's another video highlight.
All right, now I'm nervous, Norman.
Is that another Aurora rockfish?
It's a great shot, thank you.
All right, one more time. Am I going again?
Beautiful.
Looks a little green in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that's an artifact of our light. But look how clean this sponge is. It must have some chemical defenses or something. Keep everybody off.
Are we going some more now?
Yeah, I was just going to ask
Take
you.
some.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, no, no.
All right, you're going to have to be kind of quick, though. Come on. Oh, can you give me some leash there, Kylie? I'm getting yanked about.
Sure.
That's what's happening. Yeah, I think we got to,
Getting seasick.
we're going to have to skedaddle here.
My mom was watching and she said she was getting a little seasick.
I'm coming out. I think I've had a
Okay, so
dizzy.
BC,
Yeah.
BC is probably 5 meters upslope.
Okay.
So you want to step 5 meters upslope so we're in that band to see if there's any change, or you want to keep going along?
Let's just go to where BC is.
Okay. Can we just go to the elevation of it?
Yep.
All right. So I need you to come up slope about 5 meters.
Coming up.
And then we can start moving in a different direction.
Coming up.
So rock
What direction are we going to go in?
You stay on the heading you're on right now till we get there, and then we'll figure it out.
What was that?
Is the rock turning white around there? That. I don't want that.
So I want you to kind of be in line with this BC so that we cover the elevation.
So we're at 3.
Not exactly on BC.
You don't have to be exactly on BC. It's just making
the same slope.
We got some more pink urchins here. Brittle stars. Looks like an owl, doesn't
Oh yeah, I see it.
it? Mm-hmm. No
There's
sponge.
another large sponge.
Here's some more sponges, so maybe this is a good tip. You want to look at these sponges? Or are they things you've already sampled?
Yeah, I think so. That it's things that we've sampled before. Yeah.
Right.
Is Paul watching?
Yep.
Zoom in now.
Gabe says they've already sampled these, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
very-
is that?
Is that a
The
hole?
skate. This is
Uh-huh.
skate eggs.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. And what's the
That's
deep
where the
black?
It's a black hole.
And
Just a
hole in the
black
sponge.
hole,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's very
Can
dark.
I zoom in on that, see if I can get something?
Oh, it is a hole. I can see it now.
Yeah,
You can see
alright.
this.
Yeah.
It's a hole in the
That's
rock.
that's
Sponge.
weird.
A real hole,
Wow.
square.
It just looked like
Well,
so.
it looks like they were calling them salad
Salad
bowls. Yeah, salad bowl coral or sponges.
Did you want to sample
Could you
this,
zoom
Paul?
in on the skate eggs, please? The side of the sponge.
You zoom in now?
Right here. Just see if there's any embryos in there.
I think I would need to be planted.
All right, Paul's saying he doesn't need a sample of this.
Okay.
Okay, that one's hatched. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Upslope a bit more when you're ready.
Oh, wait. But Steve is saying we haven't sampled these before on this cruise.
We have not. Okay, given that, do we want to sample, Gabe, Paul?
Yep. Paul said, okay, I defer to Steve.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
so
we
let's
would
get
like
a sample of this.
sample. What about the rocks?
Look the same. But I can just tell there's going to be phosphorite nodules somewhere. Fingers crossed.
Steve is saying these are typically found from 300 to 400 meters. In that
You
last
want to
cruise
zoom
they're
in
on.
on the skate egg there?
Do you know what species it is or genus?
I think they're calling it, what, the salad bowl sponge?
Yeah, that's what they were calling it last
In the
cruise.
guide?
It's like an unidentified vase sponge.
They had the hole in the bottom of them, and a lot of them would fall over over time. You'd see them upside down. Okay.
Let's take the part without the eggs on it.
Without the skate egg case? Okay. Well, one of them's hatched. The upper one can't tell if there's anybody in the lower one.
Okay, what are we doing with this?
Cat sharks.
A grab, I think, would be the Or- best. Are we putting this into red 5 again?
Yeah, into this forward bio box with the
Okay.
red 5 spot.
And where are we getting it from?
I think we just
We-
want to avoid the skate eggs.
Away from the egg cases.
Okay.
Maybe closer to us. I don't know.
Closer?
Whatever you can reach easily.
Oh, I think that edge back there is probably easiest. It's pretty, it's not very well attached, I think, these things.
So we don't, yeah, if there's some way to avoid pulling it off the rock, that would be really.
For sure. Yeah, the cutter could help you, I guess.
Yeah. We'll try to clip off a corner.
Tom is saying those are cat shark egg cases.
I don't really see too many cat sharks on this diet.
Oh boy. Just, it doesn't have a lot holding it on that rock. That's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, so the question is if should we pass it by
Should we
and look
not
for
risk it?
something that's better attached so that we don't knock it off completely? What do you think, Gabe?
I agree.
I think it's the nature of these sponges, those that they, they have that hole and not a whole lot holding them on.
Well, we're willing to forego this if you think you're going to end up pulling it off the rock.
Okay. Well. Yeah, probably like where the eggs are is like the easiest part to like snip off as a separate part.
I don't mind taking one of those eggs has hatched. So that would be okay if you think you can get it without pulling out the whole sponge.
Can we zoom in more?
That's a nice cut.
Oh, that's good.
The case is just called. Oh, nice. And
shot.
you left it.
Well, that one's hatched.
Oh, whoops. Good luck.
Well, this one's in not such great shape. Okay.
Tool tray out. All right, let's record
out.
this sample.
This is NA124-202.
Did we ever even finish that transect?
No.
It's very loose.
Thank you.
Tool tray coming in.
Thank you.
So this is great for us to learn the skates versus the cat sharks. The skate egg cases have projections at each corner, so they look a little bit like a letter H, whereas the cat sharks only have projections on 2 corners. I did not know that. In fact, I'm going to write it down.
You guys got that location?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh,
Okay.
I do. Did you?
So,
Yeah, I got
are
it,
we
thank
good
you.
on the BC spot there?
Okay, so it's still about, I'd like to see you go to there, if you can, just to see that we are in the same zone as BC, approximately.
We need a reset on the
Okay.
Doppler.
I've learned a lot from our science chat this cruise.
Yeah, it's a great feature.
Really knowledgeable people.
It's a great feature.
All right, resetting.
So thank you, everybody who's helped.
Look at that, you're on
Yes.
BC. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're at point BC. Now to go to the next waypoint is BD. I don't know if you can see it. It's just up there. So do you want to stay in this contour band? Do you want to, if we headed straight there, we'd get probably cut this canyon and lose the wall.
We can cut out the canyon. That would be okay.
You want to go straight over?
Did our track having us hug the contour? Is that
If we hug the contour, we would just kind of go that direction. So we would go 328 and then we would cut west. Otherwise, we would just go straight that way.
I think we can go straight that way in the interest
This looks like an
covering
old
some
sponge,
ground.
Okay.
a granddaddy sponge.
Are we still trying to call this a transect?
Zoom in there, Al.
Have we gone anywhere close to 100 meters?
Maybe 75.
Yeah, we'll keep calling it a transect.
All right. So keep it. If we go straight to BD, like you would have definitely done 100 meters for sure. Over the top even.
That is a whole spot. And there's another egg case. We can practice seeing whether there's 4 projections or 2. There's a snail, bucinid snail on the cat shark egg case. So maybe it's drilling into the egg case and sucking out the contents. That's what they do.
Wow.
We're zoomed there, Al.
Could we zoom in? Well, 2 projections, that makes it a cat shark, probably. Right? We're learning something. Thank you, Tom.
Pretty good looking snail too.
Yeah, it's a pretty snail, but predatory. Okay, that's good.
All right, Bob, have a
Yeah.
look here. We're going to straight to BD, which is going to be at 297.
Okay.
Noting that you're probably, if you follow it strictly, you may come off the wall a little bit. But we are either going to be at the same elevation or maybe a little downslope as we go across there.
Tom is confirming that was a cat shark egg case and the snail is most likely eating it.
Reg Nav?
Rude.
Life
the
is-
snail.
Life is tough. It's a cat eat snail world out there.
20
That's
meter
true.
step bearing 297.
Snail eat cat world.
And in my garden, it's a snail eat tomato plant world. Oh, there you're right. Those salad bowl sponges, the whole.
Is that our cut sponge?
Yeah,
I think that was our cut sponge.
Yep.
Probably. Will be okay.
Ship moves in. I'm going to measure our track here and see how much we've covered randomly.
Yeah, I didn't imagine it was such difficult terrain.
It's interesting terrain.
Yeah.
50,
It is, these types of habitats
60.
don't get explored too much because
Mhm.
they're so
85.
strange.
We've covered 100 meters just
Okay.
in completely random directions.
All right, that's the end of the
All
transect.
right, end of trisect. Awesome. Okay, dropping a point.
Zoom in out.
Let me know if you want some more.
Yeah, you could go in more if you want.
Another egg case.
Where was it?
It's on the top of the sponge.
Top left. There it is.
Is that a cat shark as well?
Point where you're looking.
Top left.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Oh. Where are all the cat sharks?
That gray sponge is different.
So the
Zoom out, Al.
so there's serpulids.
You want to come out all the
on
way, Bob?
egg case. So I
Yeah.
wonder how long that's been brooding there.
Tom is saying that's a club sponge with a cat shark egg case.
Starfish also eat the egg case.
It's like another bubble gum up there.
Paragorgia, looks like it.
So I'm wondering if the sponges have defensive compounds, does that help protect the cat shark in any way that might be attached to it?
Yeah, this
Zoom
one
in again now.
did have, I think, some worms. This egg casing. I saw some white
There's serpulids on it.
serpulids.
Yeah,
That's
on
what
the surface.
Olivia's saying too.
But I guess so, to answer your
Very
question,
good.
yeah.
Lots of sponge here of
Interesting
various
rock
sorts.
texture. I wonder, I think that rock on the left is grabbable. I can't really
This
tell.
really big one?
Is it big? Dang it, I'm not very
Nav
good
hold
at.
position.
I think it's that
This thing?
big.
Yeah.
I think it's big.
Excuse me.
Is that a black coral at the bottom of our screen? Like the middle right now?
Right there.
That's your right.
Oh, you're right. It's longer. That rock is longer than I thought.
This
Unless
is a solitary coral.
Ah.
Which coral are you looking at?
That one, the solitary one.
That wouldn't be black. That's a cup coral.
Cup coral.
Black coral are the long feathery pathies,
Ah.
lily pathies, bathypathies, velopathies.
so we agree that the one is actually too big.
It's too big.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see another one you want?
Well, I don't know if it's too big.
That's really long.
Is it attached there? I couldn't tell if that's
I
two
can't
rocks.
tell if it's two rocks or one rock.
Hmm.
We could poke at it.
Yeah, it just has a. The whole porch is open. That's true. I think you
Set
got
up
that big
so that
rock only on
we
half
jump.
the porch.
Look in the starboard. There's maybe a shark there.
Yeah. The starboard bio box.
Yeah, that was cool.
Can we zoom in on the rock, please, just to see if it looks like two?
Zoom in now.
You know,
Pan up just a little bit.
I think
There's your, also the,
that looks like a joint there, doesn't it?
up a little higher.
Oh, sorry. Maybe zoom out a bit.
that's the end of my
Oh, no, I
Abyssal.
was saying out. This is too
two zoomed.
jerky.
I'll unzoom a little bit.
Interesting.
Did
But
you want that rock?
Well, I can't tell, but it looks like it might be too hard to grab anyways.
Or the whole hillside would tumble if
Yeah.
you took this.
It's a
out
yeah.
of
It's a
place.
get it or lose it.
Get it or run.
Yeah.
Oh, we can skip it.
Okay.
Thanks for looking.
Zoom out.
Nice fish up there. Penciled in.
Any of these other rocks of interest?
Oh, shark.
That shark is of it.
There he is.
That
He
is
Video
not a
highlight.
cat shark.
That is
Ah.
is it a 6 gill? Come here.
Get some
you.
tilt up.
I bet it was a 6 gill.
Look at you all distracted by the giant. You're like,
I
rocks?
was going to
What
say, have we
rocks?
got a shark emoji down here?
I think there is one.
Shark.
Oh. What if the shark emoji and the actual shark?
Oh,
The shark
we
is
can't see
there.
in Argus.
There you go.
You see it in Argus?
No.
Oh. Took off. Whoa.
This is called the shark spin. Oh, there you are.
Come back.
he's not playing
Not
nice
behaving.
here.
He's a chicken shark. He's running from you.
Well, it's non-aggressive.
Wow.
Hi, friend.
How are we doing there, Kylie?
We're doing good. I haven't seen
We-
the ROV do this. At some
Randomly
point-
full of sharks. Yeah, that's because they don't usually.
At some point, do we do a backflip?
Can you zoom in on him? Oh, see if you can see how many gills. Ah, cooperate.
I think he's
How
a
many
six.
is it? Yeah,
Photo.
Fix it. 1,
Six.
2, 3,
Six.
4, 5,
6 gills.
Six. Yep.
still.
Oh, wow.
Does
Uh,
look like a 6 gill.
All right, gotta go back.
I was like
I
in
now
a,
have no idea where either of
Back
you
to
are,
work.
so get like sorted out and let me know when.
I
Thanks,
feel like
Bob.
I was just in an amusement park ride. That was the first time the ship's movement got me. I was like, whoa.
All right, cowboy, back that way.
I'm going.
Well, that was our excitement.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
day.
there you go. Just when we were looking for rocks, we got a good fun distraction.
Well, it's part of characterizing the ecosystem out here.
Absolutely, yeah.
And maybe we should talk about what kind of rocks that shark just swam over.
Devin, I'm guessing that you did mark that for highlight, right?
Oh, yeah.
I knew you'd be on it.
So that was around 360 meters that shark was.
When we were planted looking at the rock, he was peeking in on our starboard bio box.
He was.
Yeah, I spotted him just briefly, and then we lost him.
Who knows where he, might have gone, but then he came back.
Do we know it's a him?
No.
We're good. Right
Just
back where
automatically assign sharks as male.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah. I have a hard time changing my language. It's hard.
Ooh, another. Is that the same sponge?
Another one?
I think so.
I think, yeah, that's the same
Have
one.
we
It's not
just
the
gone
same
in a big
sponge.
circle?
Looks exactly the same.
I think
This
it
is-
is.
I think it's the
It
same
isn't
sponge.
the same sponge.
I bet you it is. Look inside. Is there a fish in there?
He could have
It
left by
didn't
now,
have a
though.
crab on the top.
There is
It did have a
circle
crab on
here.
the
Yeah,
side.
it did have a crab.
Did have a
The
crab in
swallows.
it. It is the same sponge.
We anxiously await. Better be a
We
fish
can
in
place
there.
bets.
Oh, there's 2 crabs now.
Well, there's 2 crabs, so that's different.
Somebody's in there.
Yep.
I don't think it's the same sponge.
Fine, Bob, not the same sponge. Okay, 297.
No.
Well, the question is,
maybe.
there is a fish.
Oh.
Oh, what's that? Is it a fish?
Well, but that's
2 sponges with 2 fishes.
The
I mean,
same guy.
what are the chances of that?
pretty good.
Coming up.
Okay,
What are we calling this sponge? Did you get it?
No.
Carrying on.
For it?
Back where we were.
Large white
Oh.
sponge.
Glass sponge, yeah, but
See if that shark will show up again.
We're
gonna
gonna have a
hand
bet
over
about
to
whether
deja
it's the
vu.
same shark. though.
hand over the next watch. I'll be like, where'd you guys get?
This
Nowhere.
is totally their terrain, and they're pretty common around here. We see them every time we're in the Channel Islands.
That is true. All right, 297.
297. That's really a long slope there, or even out in the blue water.
Yeah, we talked about it, and they're okay if you get pulled off the slope.
We're
a
gonna.
little.
Then if
We might do a little blue water just to get further onto our track.
okay.
Right, we're headed. Right, Aaron. We're just headed.
We're
to the
headed
next
towards
wave.
yeah
Okay.
BD.
Okay, so I'm just shooting across here.
Yeah.
Shooting.
It's not very far, is it?
Across the canyon. Let me check.
Well, you can see it on the sonar.
Yeah, so that's 10, 20, like 25 meters.
You can still see the bottom there. We're going.
Ridge nav. Uh, 20 meter step bearing 297. Thank you.
We're going from BC 4 to 5.
We're going to BD there.
Am I too far out in front? What's happening?
I'm paying out a little bit. Paying out.
Only got 1 rock.
You got a move going?
We're gonna
Yeah,
change
just
one.
put it in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just choose stuff that doesn't look quite right. This is totally different from the phosphorite we've collected.
Are we sure this isn't phosphorus?
Is that
I'm pretty sure.
Swifty or Paragorgia right up there?
Getting over there.
Red coral.
Wanna zoom in
Looks-
there, Al?
It's a bit yellow. It's growth.
Paragorgia.
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 Yep.
It's like another
Okay.
old one. That
Zoom out.
Oh, and these balls. spongy.
Meredith is saying Swiftia.
Oh, really?
Right?
She's saying,
Nope.
wait, no.
Nope, Paragorgia.
Uh,
Are we good with that?
Yep. Oh,
Coming out.
want to catch one of those fish for lunch. It's floating there. That's a big wall.
Mm-hmm.
What is that yellow color on the right side of it? Is that just like our light making it look weird, or is that something on there?
It's probably part of the sedimentary sequence, just a different mineral type in the rock.
Non-phosphorized. So we're being told that the cat sharks actually live deeper, but lay their eggs up here in shallower waters. I know that off Point Doom, we saw a whole lot of cat sharks around the methane seep at 700 meters. So they're a bit deeper. I don't know if it's the same cat sharks, though.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Need to sit with this in my lap.
So we've actually gotten deeper. We're up to 350 some.
Wow.
7.
Nice sponge on the left.
Yeah, I mean, I forget if it was Meredith or somebody commented that, you know, these sponges that are sticking straight out have the same growth morphology as the dead skeletons we were seeing at the start of the dive, too.
Wanna zoom in, Al?
So they may fall easily. But I'm guessing they're pretty old.
Can you zoom in, Al?
You know, with the ones we were trying to decide were they wood or plant.
Yeah, I
Very
wonder
interesting.
if it's worth trying to grab a rock before shift change or not.
Do you want us to hold and poke around?
Sure.
Bridge nav, hold position.
I'm also just super curious if this rock is really, if it's easy to grab one or if it's all actually stuck together, if that's a bumpy surface texture or if it's kind of like a bunch of rocks loosely
It-
connected.
Bob, do you feel like you can grab a piece?
Zoom out now.
Can you grab a
Kind of on
picture of that,
vertical
please?
wall.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just want to remember how it looks once we're zoomed in.
I've got
Do you
popcorn ball
want a
texture.
Niskin if we collect a rock? Or is that not necessary?
It's not a bad idea. We're about halfway. But I think we don't know yet whether we're going to be able to collect a rock. It's a bad idea to drop it. It's going to be take some extras.
There's something over right in here somewhere.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see.
Can we pull a Niskin here, please?
Yep.
We'll just take it.
The more yellowy
enough.
stuff that's on the ground is less desirable than the kind of stuff with the black patina that's on the wall. I'm just so curious if you can go up and grab one or if they're stuck on there. We can shoot for one with sponge if you guys are more interested.
Doesn't matter. But we're going to take a Niskin first.
Okay. All right, so
So you want to do a Niskin right here?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
this will be sample 203.
Roger. 203.
Oh, sorry, we're doing number 2?
Yellow.
Yes.
Correct.
Everybody watching?
Yep.
Still watching?
Yes.
Yes. All right, now we're doing
Very
Got
good.
it.
Closed.
it. Okay, so what kind of rock you interested in here?
The one that's on the laser right now.
Oh,
Oops.
okay.
It was.
A knob sticking out. I'm curious. Can you grab it?
This thing right here.
Yep.
Want to zoom in now?
And reverse that tilt you just did a little while ago. So
Does it break?
Or does the whole
Oh, that
build
one
come
broke.
down?
That was the one that got away.
Well, they're loose then. That one
Yeah.
tells us they're loose.
Likely not phosphorite, but that's what's hanging out right here. So we'll get it on board and cut it open.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's
Got a
rock
couple
3.
of maybe bryozoans on the bottom.
Yeah.
So which biobox should we shoot for?
Can we do
Zoom in on it.
3 pink.
3 pink?
So, ooh, look, that's pretty nice.
Outboard aft?
Sure.
See some, maybe a brachiopod? No, it's a placopecten. It's scallop.
Looks like a sedimentary rock.
Does
Be interesting to see.
lots of hydroids and agglutinated things.
Cool.
Okay.
Starboard biobox.
Was that rock
Zoom out.
number 2?
3.
Yeah.
Rock 3.
Don't forget my tiny little rock.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm
little
just
guy.
teasing.
The wee little rock.
My pebble of joy.
I guess should we turn off the thruster?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ready?
Thruster secure.
video swapping out.
And which compartment are we choosing? 3 pink? starboard out. Oh, sorry, starboard bio box.
They haven't-
Aft outboard.
This is the rock.
Yep, 3 pink.
Out.
Waiting to see where it actually goes.
Forward.
Maybe we just.
It's quite an interesting geology discussion.
I just turned off the
Relay and
thruster. Or Kylie turned off the thruster.
this is it.
I'm just looking at the position on the.
On here.
We saw a shark.
Do we know it for sure it's going to go in 3 pink?
Not yet.
Not yet, true.
Not until it's in.
Dang it.
All right, video's back online.
Park it.
I'm trying.
Sit it down.
I don't want to run the rock into the ground.
Oh,
There we go.
We have a lot of.
Hey.
While we were finishing collecting the sample, some
You gotta put
geologists.
that away. Starboard side, the thruster's off on the starboard side. Just, they don't want to blow the
So just
goodies off the rock.
okay. Just wait.
Gotta keep the goodies. Gotta keep the rock upright. Don't lose the goodies.
So we're having a bit of a shift change for the tech staff, for the ROV staff. In the chat, some geologists are postulating that this looks like we're following along a side head wall of a large submarine slide that covers the whole slope to the west. So they're guessing that this rock type we're getting and that we're seeing in these outcrops, these large outcrops that look like stacks of lots of little rocks, are likely they're likely breccia that may have been shed down slope from the slope above.
We always worry a little because sitting in the air like that, things fall off
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah,
the water.
it's been
up there,
pretty stable.
but just gravity. Or I can
Hello, folks. All right, so from my understanding, we're still in a rock.
Yep.
Roger that.
Trying to keep it as upright as possible. I think we were shooting for the aft outboard 3 pink box.
3 pink, right.
3 pink. All right, you guys will have to aft forward.
Aft outboard, maybe.
All right, starboard bio box, aft outward.
Roger that. I have to rotate a little bit. All right, go ahead, Jake.
Switching over.
Thank you.
Try and looking up on the bubble there, please. Thank you. Turn them up right still. All right, go ahead and pop her on out, please. So aft outboard, correct?
Yes, correct.
Great.
Number 3, pink.
This is NA124 204. Rock 3 into 3 pink.
Copy.
Roger that. All right, so anything else you guys want to do around here, or else we'll get back on the road?
I think we can head off, Jessica.
Sure. So I'll just zoom out and give us a quick context of where we are.
Yes, please.
This map is the slope map. We are down here around point BD. So we're at this first section of slopey bit here and headed northward to the second section. If you like, I can just throw a backscatter real quick.
Yes, please.
So it's possible that in this less slopey part, there could be some sediment here on our way up to the next slope, which is likely to be harder like this. And then just a quick bathy there.
And what depth should that get us to?
BE? Is that the one you're looking at?
Well, yeah. Just if we get towards the end of the cruise track.
Towards the end, BK is around 100 meters. We're at 371 now.
Yeah, let's head to BE and see if we see sediment on the way and
sure.
Try and push call.
I'm going to do a step at Argus's heading 295.
295, Rog.
Just as we exit this kind of bit here, and then we'll go up.
Looks like one transect was completed.
That's good. Thanks, Ernie.
Yeah. Bridge nav.
Looks like 3 rocks, but only 2 of them for bio.
20 meters, bearing 295. Thank you.
No.
Okay, roger. Welcome everybody. If you're recently joined us or if you've been watching along, we've had a shift change. And we've got a new Nautilus crew running Hercules and Argus. Jessica pilot, Jake on Argus, Rene on nav for us and Jonathan running the video. And on the science team, we've got myself, Greg Rouse, Paul Jensen, looking at planning what we're going to do and sample, and Caitlin Creamer and Kyla Pearson managing all of the data entry for us, and we're all from Scripps Oceanography in San Diego. And we're presently just near Santa Barbara Island, which is part of the Channel Islands group off Southern California, and we're at a place called the Osborne Bank. This is the shallowest dive we've done on this cruise, and will be our last, and in fact the last for the Nautilus season. After this, they'll be doing mapping, but this is the final ROV dive for the year. So we'll be heading back home tomorrow, as well on the weekend, most of the ROV team. We've had a great time. We're sad that this is our last dive, and hoping we'll find a few good things to share with you along the way. Right now we're at 367 meters. We might end up in the mesophotic zone. We're planning to end up somewhere around 100 meters, so that could be quite interesting. But before we get there, we'll be looking to pick up some more rocks for their microbiology and fauna and potential mineralogy. We're particularly after rocks that have been transformed into phosphorites or have accumulated crusts, such as iron manganese crusts, but Kira Mazel, our resident geologist, along with us on this cruise, has been a little disappointed with what we found so far, but you never know. Once we bring him up, she might get excited this evening when she starts chopping them up. We've also been trying to core sediments, but that hasn't worked out so far, so we're heading towards a more flat site. The trouble is, at this depth, the sediments are probably pretty sandy and coarse, and that makes coring pretty tricky.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable how even for a trained geologist, it's
20 meters, 345.
difficult to recognize
345, Rog.
or predict the composition of these rocks just by video. And what you don't see after the video ends is that these rocks come up on deck, and it's not till usually pretty late in the evening that Kira uses a rock saw to
345.
345.
to slice them, and that's when we're actually able to get our first real glimpse of whether they have one of these mineral crusts associated with them. So it's a bit of guesswork for us to try and pick up the right rocks, and I think we've been fairly successful, and maybe we're starting to be able to recognize them a little better, but
could we just have a look to the right? Looks like a little coral there.
The pink bamboo one, or a pink bubblegum?
Little pink finger, yeah. I think that's a bubblegum.
looks like it.
Haven't really seen any so far today.
Let me just...
Probably a little small to sample, but the rock could be interesting.
Something in the background too, just above the lasers there, that white thing. I don't know if it's a sponge or a coral.
Yeah, it's very small. But yeah, the thing Rene saw might be...
All right, go ahead and push on in there, please.
Yeah, that's a little Paragorgia. Looks similar to the large one we got last night.
Yeah.
Much deeper.
Yeah, that was quite a sample. I saw that one on the screen.
It's the one animal that we've actually probably have in excess.
Are you interested in the sample, or should I keep
it? No, thanks, Jess.
But if you want to pan out, there's...
Rene saw something,
something
in, line, please.
In the background on the left.
Roger that.
Oh,
I
what's
see.
this?
We have emojis now.
New trick.
Okay, where do we get that to? I like my arrows.
The emojis.
There's a siphonophore
All right,
floating.
Jonathan, go ahead and push on in.
Oh yeah, it's
Ooh.
a black.
Ooh.
Looks like a
What
black
is that?
coral.
Black coral, yeah.
One we haven't seen, I think.
So you think that is not this Paristonella?
It could be. We need a.
You want a better zoom on it?
Yes, please.
Oh,
The
that's
angle's a little tricky.
If you want, I can get closer and we can get looking at the
Okay, thanks. It looks promising.
polyps. Okay, come wide there, please.
Is that the one they call a pineapple siphonophore on the right?
Yeah, that's a good nickname. I haven't heard that.
Steve's calling this Plumarella, which we have not sampled yet.
It's a primnoid. Okay.
Primnoid, another primnoid, so that would make it fair game.
Roger that. All right, and go ahead and push on in there, please. I'll try getting it a little more centered so we can push in tighter, but might not have the best luck.
I'm full tight right now.
Oh, Raj, okay.
Well, I think we'll sample this. Maybe you could take the rock.
Coming out.
Sure thing.
What do you think? We'll take the whole rock into the...
I think that crab's going to put up a fight. I'll let you take it.
Definitely
Yeah,
fighting out there.
Absolutely take the rock, yeah.
Sure thing.
So would we call it a... We'll box it?
Well, they just...
They just took a rock from near here.
They just took a rock.
Yeah, okay, so maybe we'll wait, but we can put it in the red starboard forward.
Which is now port forward.
What?
Someone changed their sheets. They're messing with us on the last dive.
Are they flipped?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Another rock box.
Oh, the coral cutters are on.
Oh, yeah.
Snaggletooth.
Big, hairy coral cutters. Go ahead and fish on in there, please. That's great. So we want the rock in the forward box there?
Yes, please.
Roger that. Okay, let's do it this way.
Will we call it a rock?
It's not going to be a quantitative. We could call it a rock even if it's not quantitative. We have been doing that for quartz rocks.
Let's give it a number.
A rock number?
But we won't. It won't be quantitative. Yes.
Okay.
So then there's two samples.
There.
Two sample numbers.
Well, I think I would just call
one sample number.
Yeah, it's R4.
Okay.
But it's got Plumarella on it.
Exactly.
What you'd say.
Oh, it's crumbling.
Yeah.